people what you do. So Humphrey comes from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. For those of you in Rooted, that's where our Rooted study comes from, Nairobi, Kenya. And he actually knows the guy who wrote Rooted, right? He was a part of your life.
Exactly, he was. I came 20 years ago, and the pastor who was in the church I went to was actually Pastor Mrebi, who
wrote Rooted.
Yes, that's him.
Can you get him to come here sometime? A lot of us have gone through Rooted. No, I'm just messing with you.
I can.
Go ahead. Your calling friend.
All right. So, as Pastor said, we met a few weeks ago, probably a month now. But my calling is actually young people. I've been young and lived with young people, and I thought I would graduate to something else, but God kept me there. So I find myself with my wife serving young people in the valley, not just Kenyan kids, but kids around the valley who can come and do what we do. So we have about 50 kids who we congregate with, actually 25 on the Zoom. We do Zoom Bible studies, and we just started the 3 kids, my 3 kids, and then before I realized there were about 50 kids coming on the Zoom Bible study. Right now we are at 25.
A creative way to be God's witness in Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, and Judea, and the earth.
Yes.
The online.
Yes, online, yeah. And then we do once a month a physical meeting, because these kids want to see each other. And amazingly, the first meeting we did, we didn't even realize, but there came about 70 kids in the meeting. So we knew God had something, and that's why I knew my wife and myself, we've been called to serve the young people.
Called to serve the young people, yeah, you know. And so every week you have an online Zoom kind of study, but then once a month you have a gathering, and whether it's younger kids or middle school, high school kids, you're also influencing the parents, right?
Exactly.
And so, I mean, this man doesn't pastor a physical church, but he pastors a body of God's people, right?
Amen.
And so I just loved his heart, and he wanted to bring something to us as a church, and to some degree partner with it. As you know, we allow our facility to be used. Could you tell us what you got coming? Because you need to give an invite to the rest of God's people to be a part of this that'll be in this very room.
Amen. Okay, so what we're going to have November 11th. It's one of those physical meetings that we do with the kids. And it's grown to the point whereby some people